Welcome back, everyone. This is a case you do not want to miss. Right from the start, the judge wastes no time calling out the defendant, Mr. Aers, over a shocking delivery incident. The plaintiff, Ms. Patats, claims she was just doing her job delivering Walmart groceries when a pack of dogs, yes, multiple dogs, scratched up her car and terrified her. She's suing for $1,093 in damages. Now here's the twist. Mr. Aers says it's not his fault because technically it's not even his house and they're not his dogs. But remember, he placed the order and the delivery driver was sent to his residence. Already the tension is rising. The question is, does responsibility come down to who owns the dogs or the person who invited a worker onto the property? Stick with us because this one escalates fast.
He knew or had reason to know that she would be coming to your house making a delivery, and you allowed that happened. Don't look like shock. I'm embarrassed for you. Mr. Aers, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I've advised you both of the different requirements for small claims court. Ms. Potts is here with me at the court. You're here by Zoom. I'm going to ask you if you'd each please raise your right hand. Swear or affirm that any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do.
All right, Ms. Potts is suing you because she was providing a delivery service, I believe, for Walmart. And her contention is that she was at your home on Mooney Lake Road and your dogs, A, terrorized her and B, scratched her car all up. And she is suing you for $1,093. What's your position with that, Mr. Aers?
My position with this? My position is that according to what she has written down, you are supposed to be carrying delivery insurance if you're delivering for a company, which she wrote down that she did not have. Two, technically, this is not my house. I live here with my son, and the dogs are not my dogs. That's pretty much my position.
All right. Did you place an order through Walmart to have some groceries?
Yes, I did place
items delivered to you?
Yes, sir. I did place an order through Walmart to have groceries delivered to the house.
All right. Were you there when this incident occurred?
I was actually out in the field putting the rototiller back together.
Did you hear it?
No, I did not. I heard the dogs bark, but I didn't hear anything other than that.
I'm going to ask this question, and I think I may know the answer. What kind of dogs are these?
The only one I know definitely is the German Shepherd. The other three, I'm not sure what they are.
So there are 4 dogs total?
That were outside at that point, yes.
All right. I went with the defendant first just to see whether we were going to have a easy slog or a tough.
Did you catch that? The defendant is already trying to distance himself, claiming the property isn't his, the dogs aren't his, basically anything to avoid liability. But here's the key legal point. When you order a service, you are responsible for the safety of that service provider on your premises. The law doesn't care if you share the home with your son or if the dogs technically belong to someone else. If the delivery is for you, you assume the risk. Now, as Ms. Patats takes the stand, listen closely. She paints a vivid picture of what it's like being circled and trapped by 4 aggressive dogs. Imagine being alone in your car, dogs scratching at the paint and glass. Would you feel safe enough to even step out? Or would you have driven off too?
His opinion is none of this is his fault. He's not responsible for it. Ms. Potts, tell me what happened when this happened earlier this month in June, when you went out to this residence to deliver these groceries?
It was actually on May 26th.
All right.
In the afternoon. I received the shopping trip and delivery trip on my application for Walmart Spark Delivery. I accepted the job, and so that meant I go into the store and pick up the items that the client ordered. And then you immediately leave the store and the client is able to see my location and the app throughout the delivery. So from the store to the home. I send an update on my, when I leave the store, I can text the client within the app, and I sent a text just saying, I'm leaving the store now, I'm on my way with your delivery. And then when I get to the house, I also send another notification at that point saying, I'm here with your delivery. So if they have their phone on them, they know that I'm there. This is not the first time I've been to this location. This is the third time. I had 2 other deliveries for the same person, and nobody appeared to be home at those times. I just want to note this home is in the middle of the woods. It's a good 300 feet from the road. You drive through a trail and trees and whatnot, and personally, it was a little uncomfortable the first couple of times I went there, but I noticed there was nothing strange there. So I did this third trip, and this time I show up, and as soon as I pull into near where the house is, it seemed like more than 4 dogs, but definitely a German Shepherd and maybe a pit bull mix. And they circled my car. The biggest dog, you can't see it in the video I have, but I have a video with me. The video's the front of my car, but you can hear the dogs barking. And the biggest dog went on my side of the car, which is like a smart car. So it's not very tall. It's like 5 feet tall. The dog was able to put his paws up onto the roof of my car and scratch down the glass of my car and continued to bark at me and scratch up my door. And the other dogs then came and were similarly running around my car. And I right away said, get off my car. And I even tried opening up the door a little to get the dog to get off the car. That just made him more mad. And this carried on for at least maybe a minute, maybe 60 seconds. Long enough for me to say I'm going to leave. Walmart has in their service agreement for us subcontractors that if we ever feel uncomfortable, we can just leave and take the items back to the store and then get paid for both trips. And so that was I was about to do that. So I started to back up, and then all of a sudden I looked off to my right, and I could see the defendant coming with another person. And they had more dogs with them, it seemed like. They were all coming. They came up, and I just pointed to the trunk. I said, you're going to have to get your things because I'm not getting out of the car. And so he opened up the trunk and got his, it was only like.
Was it this gentleman?
Yes. He opened up the trunk and took, it was just a couple bags of things, maybe 8 things.
No.
It was a small trip. But then he took the things and then I just left, but there was no attempt to call the dogs off or apology for terrorizing my car and me. And so then at that point I just took off. And then after I left the scene, I pulled over and I called St. Joseph Sheriff's Department, filed a police report 75-25-3346. I also called Walmart Spark, my support team there, and they also made note on this this person and this location because we're supposed to report when it's unsafe. And then I also called my auto insurance. We are required to have auto insurance when we're a Spark driver. However, Spark is not like Uber and the other delivery services. Spark does not have any insurance for its subcontractors. And so when I had rideshare set up for, it's called rideshare when you do these kinds of trips with my insurance, but rideshare acts as a secondary. So it'll only kick in as long as like the spark has a primary.
Well, how did you come up with this figure of $1,093?
I provided the repair to both the court and the defendant. It was from the repair shop. They were going to have to fix the scratches and repaint the door.
Has the repair actually been done?
No, I didn't have the money because my insurance won't cover it because it's a secondary insurance and Spark does not provide primary insurance. So I'm stuck with nothing. And so that's why I claimed homeowner negligence.
All right. How long is your video?
It's like 50 seconds.
All right, let's take a look. I don't know that he'll be able to see it, but
I would like to be able to see it.
yes, we'll see if we can let you see it. Then you can come up here to the courthouse. We can reschedule this so you can come here live and in person, but we'll see if we can get it on the camera so you can see it.
Your Honor,
Yes.
by the time I came out of the field and made my way up here, she was already turning around to leave. My son's other half, boyfriend or whatever you want to call it, had my groceries in his hand. I hadn't even made it up here by the time she was backing out to leave.
All right, well, according to you, you didn't know anything about it. Then I found out you were actually there and she saw you there.
No. I did not say I didn't know anything about it. I said that I was in the field working on the tiller.
Yes.
When I came up here, when I had made it up here, he had the groceries in hand.
Here it is. The smoking gun. Video evidence. Even though the camera angle doesn't capture every detail, the barking and chaos speak volumes. And the judge makes an excellent point. What if it wasn't a delivery driver? What if it was a census taker, a postal worker, or even a child who walked up the driveway? Courts consider the foreseeability of harm. If a homeowner or resident knows that multiple large dogs are outside and invites someone onto the property, they have a legal obligation to secure those animals. This is where the case tips heavily in Ms. Patat's favor. The judge isn't just focused on the scratched car, he's highlighting the broader danger. This isn't just property damage, it's a serious public safety issue.
And said that she was very upset about the situation.
Well, I don't blame her a bit.
Well, I don't either, but...
Well, let's take a look at this video. How do I do it? Just hit play.
I think you double click or something on the play.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck off my car.
I understand that. Dogs.
Hey, get off my car.
Yeah, I see no dogs.
Fucking leave it.
That's enough. You can see.
Yeah.
All right. Heaven forbid if well, probably no one would get out of their car. If a census taker or a UPS driver or someone that had lawful business at your house was there, that would be frightening. All right. You owe her the money. You invited her to your home. You made an order. You brought her to your home. If you think your son's dogs did it, sue him or his insurance carrier. But I don't find that you lack responsibility for this. You summoned her there. She came. You did not have the property in a safe and secure, because heaven forbid if she'd gotten out of the car, we'd have something other than this. I find you owe her $1,093, which is cheap, really, for as much as it costs to repair a car, $66.25. That's due within 30 days.
Even though they're not my dogs?
Yes, you invited her there. It's your residence. And you allowed that circumstance to take place. You knew or had reason to know that she would be coming to your house, making a delivery, and you allowed that happened. Don't look like shock. I'm embarrassed for you. Yeah, you owe her $1,159.25. You have
And there it is, the final judgment. The court orders Mr. Aers to pay $1,159.25, giving him 30 days to make it right. The judge was crystal clear. Whether or not the dogs belonged to him, he invited the driver to his residence, and that makes him responsible. This ruling reinforces a powerful legal takeaway. If you bring workers, delivery drivers, or guests onto your property, you must ensure it's safe. No excuses, no passing the blame. So what do you think? Was this a fair ruling? Should the defendant's son have been dragged into this instead? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.
30 days to pay it, or she can subpoena you with a discovery subpoena and garnish your wages or otherwise seize property to pay this. You may want to turn it into your homeowner's insurance, but you owe the money. You invited her there. Your animals or the animals there, your residents caused this damage. All right. Good luck, sir, and have a good rest of the day.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Potts, if you go out, we'll give you a copy of that.
This is just supposed to be another chapter.
He is. I would hold my breath, but he might. If he doesn't, then you come back here and ask what's called a discovery subpoena. That compels him to come to court. Of course, there were pit bulls there.